Hey, what's guys, TheCampingRusher here. Today's video is focused on everything you need to know about the live event, every leak, basically how Saturday is going to go down. And it's 3 days away. 3 days remain of Fortnite OG until the Big Bang event. Again, bittersweet every single time I say it, so get your sessions in. This is probably the last time we ever play on this map, according to Epic. They don't, at least at this point, have plans to ever bring this back. And first question I got for you, there is also some leaks on Chapter 5 a little bit later, but we're going to start with live event stuff. So what will you be wearing to attend the Big Bang event? That's the question of the day. Reminder, they have backtracked on the age restriction thing. For the live event, there's maybe like 5-7 outfits that aren't going to be usable. Everything else is, okay? You got options. You can wear anything you want. I'm glad they've changed their opinion on this. They are reevaluating their approach to age-restricted skins. That was their announcement about a week ago after the obvious uproar from the community. Here is the time. Let's start with the time. Saturday, December 2nd, 2 p.m. Eastern. That is the Big Bang live event. The experience will be available to join in the Battle Royale tile and discover 30 minutes prior. So 1:30 p.m. Eastern, you can join into the playlist. You're going to want to get into the playlist early. You're going to want to get into Fortnite early. I'd be in Fortnite even an hour before that because queue times can start when there are that many people trying to join this thing. Reminder, our record so far with Fortnite players on at once is around 6 million players this season. I bet that number gets beat. So you could have 7-8 million players, and you guys remember how long your queue times were if you played on that first day of the Fortnite OG season. So get in early, and of course, creative experiences will still be available. They will disable all Epic-made experiences 2 hours before at 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you want, you can still play some creative while you're waiting. You don't just have to sit there, or again, just stay logged in. The event also supports parties of up to 4 players, so you can play with your buddies, make it more fun, make it a team-based experience. How it's going to work for me here is we're going to be live streaming around 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, and that'll just be up in the air a little bit. I'm going to get up really early because as they decrypt the event files that morning, there will be massive leaks, massive spoilers. I will be making a video. Of course, it's your choice if you want to watch it, but some people will want to watch it. It won't just be live event stuff, but also what we're going to see later that day, the next morning with Chapter 5. So there'll be a massive video before the live stream, and regardless if you want to watch that or not, make sure to come join me. I'd love to see you during the live stream. It's our first live event in a year, first non-social live event, as that's what the Fracture was in 2 years. Subscribe, turn your noties on so you don't forget. I'm sure you won't forget about the live event though. This is kind of a big deal if you're a Fortnite fan. Talking about those big leaks, things we're probably going to see in the morning. I mean, I don't really believe in jinxes, so I'm going to say this, but this is the first time, will it be the first time in a season, a new chapter, where the entire event or a trailer for the new chapter does not get leaked? We're 3 days away and nothing bad has happened yet. Even as a Fortnite newsman, I of course will cover it if it goes public, but I'm not necessarily wishing for it. If it's there, we make a video. If it's not, the surprise remains until probably, like I said, around that early morning live event time. That's when we're going to know things for sure. And to celebrate the live event, Eminem being a big deal, reminder, he does drop in the item shop tonight. I'll show you a couple of the skins, the variations. There's 3 different skins. Thanks to everyone typing in code TheCampingRusher in the item shop. Goes a long way. If it's not me, type someone else in there. I know a lot of you guys will be rocking this skin as he's, putting on a performance for everybody for this live event. A couple of the teasers we've seen for the live event. The recent one was from Fortnite, of course, video teaser, and they had some text attached to it. A galaxy is a container of worlds that abide by its own set of rules. Galaxies unknown leave opportunity for new rules. Find out what unfolds on December 2nd, 2023. And obviously some cool stuff going on in the background. New word mark images from Nintendo, text, no text. This is official stuff as well. I think it's maybe near the end of our live event, possibly going into our first glimpse at the Chapter 5 map or to our black hole. And speaking of the black hole, downtime for Chapter 5 will start at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. So Epic-made modes will be down for 11.5 hours, and then I bet downtime lasts 7 or 8 hours. We will be live again that night, covering all the leaks as they happen live. Brief spoiler warning, this is some of the big stuff. I'm sure if you're here, you kind of know about this stuff, but we're going to talk about some of the tags we've mentioned. And then Peku here, he mentions, I got to go into the background, he tried to make an event trailer concept, and he says it's a work in progress. It didn't turn out how he wanted, but it's still worth pointing out. It is based on real things. The rocket, the time machine effect on the rocket, and then the Eminem concert. We do know there's going to be a stage. A couple of shots from his trailer there are using official event props, as we have some props, but they're unfinished, as we've discussed over the last week or so multiple times. Thought we'd talk about this before we move on, and that is next season, a big thought, big theories. After everything goes down, we're going to go to the new chapter. This event, because of the time machine, is going to change the future as we know it. And with that, we're thinking there's a chance we may get some characters we know, like a Jones, like some of the 7, that stick around in the storyline going forward, but they're different versions of themselves. And one thing we haven't focused on is Geno. And I thought Rez here, he's a storyline guru, let's call it. He makes a good point. And Geno is the leader of the IO. His goal was to have genetic perfection, immortality, live forever. And he makes a cool point here. In Fortnite Zero War issue number 5, Geno had finally achieved the genetic perfection that he so desired. We all know that Geno had poliosis, a patch of white hair. However, in the Zero War comics, his iconic white strand of hair is gone, and I don't think that this was a mistake. He thinks that making his hair fully black was purposeful, and it was meant to symbolize that Geno had finally removed his final imperfection and achieved genetic perfection. And to me, it's very cool detail, and I agree with him here, but it's also a little bit sad, because I think if Geno has completed his goal, then I don't think we're going to get to ever see him again in Fortnite. And we never really got to see him in a live event. Of course, we had the Ageless Champion, which was a previous snapshot of Geno back at the start of Chapter 4, but we never got to see like the Zero War guy in charge original Geno, right? So that makes me a little sad if that's kind of the end of his storyline, and we saw it in the comics, which is cool, but seeing him in live event form would have probably been peak for me. Okay, Ben Lowry, he wrote some music and did a little cinematic edit for the Sloan audio logs just for fun. This is the Sloan audio to Jones that just came out. A perfect little hype up trailer as we get closer and closer to the live event. Here it is.
Jones, Sloan here. I've definitely left this message many times before, so get right to it, huh? This is the first time in countless lifetimes that I don't know what happens next. We're both heading off into the unknown. I guess this is goodbye for this me and that you. But we'll meet again. Reality's not done with us yet. Keep the campfires burning, Jones. Wherever and whenever you go.
He'll be linked down below. Make sure to go check him out. I love it, man. Something that happened yesterday I didn't talk about is Black Widow OG has returned to Fortnite. Over 1,660 days had passed since the original release of this skin. So over 4.5 years since this skin dropped. And people are mad about as usual, right? The rare OG skins getting less and less. And then a debate happened, and now people are worried that some of the exclusive limited time skins that were supposed to never come back may make a return, such as the Fortnite World Cup final skins in 2019. But I do want to point out the difference, right? For the World Cup final skins, you can see in the post, these cosmetics will never be available again. So make sure to pick them up before they leave the store. So some skins, when that is part of the label, Epic will hold true to that. Just because they're OG doesn't mean they're not going to come back one day, as we've seen with Black Widow. But if they have mentioned to be exclusive or limited time specifically for an event, whether it's competitive or even a live event, such as the OG Paradigm skin, it was supposed to be a limited time exclusive outfit to the end Chapter 1 live event as well. And they're going to hold true to that. And if they don't, Epic knows they will get complaints. So even though people are a little angry here, I wouldn't be too worried about certain skins returning if they had that limited time / exclusive tag on them. Couple leaks to end off today's video. One is from a couple weeks ago, and it's one we haven't mentioned, but just in case you forgot, from our new Chapter 5 map, there's going to be a boreal biome, and the POI is going to have an aurora showing on the sky. It was a little, well, kind of a big leak, but we haven't talked about it in a while, and I think it's a big deal and gives us some sort of visual, at least at one of the POIs, so I thought I'd remind you. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.